Well, a warm welcome indeed, and a good early evening to you. And I'm out of breath because I've been rushing round. I've had to pick Molly up and bring her upstairs because her leg's not working right. Nor are mine, to be honest with you. I've got two knees, I tell you, and they're both really bad. I have to do that Nordic skiing to get round these days. No, seriously, she has got bad legs, and so I brought her up because it's Christmas. And I wanted to say hello to you because a lot of you viewers out there are members of my syndicate club, and you know, I'm not talking about Josephine, I'm talking about Molly. Little Molly there is on the red sofa underneath Josephine. She's cuddling up there. And there's someone else. Listen, before I do that, I've got six bets. Six bets I want to tell you about for Thursday because we are going to break just for a short time for the Christmas period. I'm going to try and get my breath back because I tell you, out of condition, you won't believe I could run a 4-minute mile last week, could you? No, I couldn't. Only if someone was chasing me. Duncan Novell, come on, chase me. No, seriously, I've got 6 big bets for you tomorrow. Any minimum double will pay about 50s. Any treble should pay 300, 400 to 1. So it's a big chance, a big one. 6 horses, all free of charge from Southwell, Lingfield and Ayr, all coming up on the line in the next few minutes. But just before we go into the serious business of betting, and we are in the middle of a terrific run in December, it's been absolutely fantastic. You know, the key thing is little old Molly's had a big operation. She's been in the wars this year. In June, she really hurt her legs, a cruciate ligament snapped. But with your support and love, loads of people sent emails, and the power of the prayer, she's fighting back. She's doing absolutely brilliant. She's under anaesthetic. She was on about 50 tablets a week, and in the end she wouldn't take any. She used to run off. I don't know how she did that because she got a bad leg, but she still managed to run off. It's crazy that. But in the end there was no more tablets and she just has injections because she wouldn't take the tablets. And they are. She's God, she's the Queen, she's the goddess, she's the one who has to be obeyed. There is one other who has to be obeyed. I'm just going to put this little lady in the frame because she deals with your old administration and your queries and just about everything else as well. She looks after your payments, she looks after all the admin, she looks after me, she looks after Molly. Here she is. It's a happy Christmas from this little lady, Anne.
Hello everybody, wishing you all a happy Christmas, and it's full of joy and peace and goodwill. And thank you for the lovely emails that have been coming in wishing happy Christmas too. Best of luck.
Oh, I asked her to do 14 minutes in place of me, but it wasn't going to happen. Not going to happen at all. But that's the lovely Anne who's taking care of you on the administration side of things. And she's gone now out the door, but Molly's still here with us, but I hope she can sit still. So I just wanted that to happen. We do it every Christmas. Anne pops on and says hello. Just sorting myself out here. I look like a vicar gone wrong, don't I, with a little dog collar on his way. Right. Shall we get on? Let's give you these bets, and then I wish you a happy Christmas, and I'll be with you before the New Year, so we don't need to talk about New Year yet. Let's get through this festive period. Got some big ammunition coming up tomorrow, and of course Boxing Day is going to be fabulous. And I'll probably do a message Christmas Eve to you to tell you about Boxing Day because there is something really big coming up there as well. But I'll be with you in the next couple of days, one way or another. Let's talk business, shall we? Let's go to Southwell. For the, just get my breath back, the 5 o'clock at Southwell. Number 8, it's called John Kirkup. Now this one's just been put in, I've just looked at it here now. Little dodgy eyes here, so I'll have to bring it a bit closer. 10 to 1, it's number 8 in the 5 o'clock at Southwell. John Kirkup, number 8, John Kirkup. Trained by David Thompson, ridden by David Allen, the two Davids. This horse is one I've had my eye on for a little while actually. I tipped it last time up, but it didn't run. It withdrew. Well, no, the meeting got abandoned. But number 8, John Kirkup, could pop up here. It's not ran since November. I'm told it's okay and ready to go. And it's running off a really low mark of just 62. And I think it's ready to win. I really do. I was really impressed with it at Newcastle last time up when it finished 6, I beg your pardon, of 14 runners. That was a good run behind a horse called Higher Mate. I'm just a bit all over the place with this now. It's just threw me that with the two ladies, Molly and Anne. But I'm getting sorted here. Number 8, John Kirkup then in the 5 o'clock at Southwell. It's a stinking race and I think it's got a really good chance. It's not the best draw in the world, drawn 11 of the 14, but I'm going to take that on trust and I've got to go for it. It's each way, number 8, John Kirkup, and it's a 10 to 1 poke in the 5 o'clock at Southwell. Let's carry on rather quickly and go to the 5:30 at Southwell. Number 2 here, it's called Lunar Magic. Number 2, Lunar Magic. Now, Lunar Magic's trained by Archie Watson, and it's another big one. It's around about 12 to 1 to your money. It's ridden by Andrew Mullen. Nice chap, Andrew. And I think this one could pop up as well. It's off a mark of 61, dropping in the weights. Was off 64 last time on the 7th of December when it ran at Lingfield. Didn't do too much there, but it finished 7th of 8, but only got beat 3 lengths. So I thought that was quite a good run, to be honest with you. Goes over the same trip, 12 furlongs. And I think that this mile and a half trip will be spot on for it, and I think it's going to go close. 11 runners go to post. Number 2, it's called Lunar Magic, and it's in the 5:30 at Southwell, round about 12 to 1 to your money. As I say, the horse did run down the Kent last time out, 7th of 8, but that don't really tell the whole story, and it only got beat 3 lengths, and it went off at 40 to 1 that day. So it runs off a mark of 61, and that's £3 lower than it when it last won. That was at Salisbury this year on the turf. So it's definitely well weighted and definitely not without a chance. And definitely I'm going to have a few quid each round. Number 2, Lunar Magic, and that's in the 5:30 at Southwell. Moving forward, Molly's on the move behind me. I can hear the rustling on the gate, or the hinges on the gate, and the rustling of the trees, or only ghostly gold tops. That was it, wasn't it? Brilliant. Oh, for Benny Hill. Benny Hill. Fantastic. Right, so the third bet now is at Southwell. Then I'm going to move to Lingfield, and then we're going to finish off with 2 crackers at Airfield up there in Bonnie, Scotland. So the third bet is also at Southwell on the sand in the 7 o'clock race, and it's on a horse I'm very sweet on. It's been put in at 6 to 1, and I think that's a really good price. It's number 4. It's called Codebreaker. Codebreaker, number 4. Michael Harrington trains this 3-year-old, who's shortly going to be 4, and has got the advantage of only carrying 9 stone 8. And I think this horse is well handicapped, I really do. It's a nice gelding. Used to be trained by Kevin Ryan. Harrington's got it now, and I think it's well handicapped off a mark of 55. And it's number 4, Codebreaker. It runs in a 0 to 55 race, off 55. And last time was a good run when it finished 4th of 13. And that was a good run at Southwell last time up, same track. And it got boxed in, had nowhere to go. And Tom Eaves rode it, and he's on aboard tomorrow as well. And I think Codebreaker is something to bet on, I really do, each way. Tom Eaves don't ride a million winners, but this is a poor race, and I think this all stands out as something to be on each way. So it's number 4, it's called Codebreaker. Tom Eaves, 27 winners from 480 rides, so he's only travelling at about 6%, but hopefully this will be his 28th winner. It's got a good chance. It's about 6 to 1 to your money. I'll say it was a good run last time up at Southwell, and I think a reproduction of that could be well good enough. Number 4, Codebreaker then in the 7 o'clock at Southwell or Southwell, whichever way you want to play that. Okay, so we're through 3 of the 6 bets. Don't forget you can back these individually, or you can put them in doubles, trebles, accumulators, multi, or play it how you think. Just play it how you think. If you want to back them singly, as I say, if any one of these 6 horses wins, you'll more than likely show a profit at the SPs on show. So far, 10 to 1, 12 to 1, 6 to 1 bets, and 3 more to come. But if you hit any double, minimum double should be 40s or 50s. So, if you want to put them in small multiples, that was probably a good idea as well, if you like that sort of play. I generally put them in doubles, trebles, lucky 15s, and that when I fancy 3 or 4 of them for sure. 2 tricks is even. Whichever way you want to do it, I'll leave it with you. I'm just here to help you as much as I can, but you've got to own your own rights to bet how you want to bet, if you see what I mean. 250 at Lingfield then, let's keep it simple. 250 at Lingfield is the 4th of the 6 bets that I've got for you. And I like this one. Again, no price is available on this one, but I'm just going to have one more look for you, if you don't mind me looking away. I'm sorry to be so rude, but I'm a little bit early with this message, and I just want to see if odds checkers have gone up yet. They've just actually put it up on the line now. Actually, that's funny. That's the true story there. And I'm just looking for the horse now. Excuse me. It's 8 to 1. Now I thought that's the truth. It's just happened there, 8 to 1. Now, if you don't believe me, you do believe me, but there it is. That's what I've been looking at on that computer there. So that's just appeared. Now, I think number 3 here, They Don't Know. I'm surprised at 8 to 1 because I thought it'd be about 9 to 2. So I think it's double the odds what it should be. I'll be very surprised if this horse isn't at the business end of things. It's trained by Darrell Holland, who's making a great name for himself. He's a great guy, Darrell. And, well, I tell you, Dave Probert's having a good year again. And number 3, They Don't Know, can do the business here off a mark of 7.0 blind 70. It's running in a 0 to 70 off 70, so it's bang on its grade, and ran really well, I thought, at Chelmsford just a week or so ago when finishing 5th of 8. I had my eyes all over that horse that day. Dara Keenan rode it at 9 to 2 it was that day, and Keenan, well, I'm not saying he could have won on it, but I think the horse could have attained a slightly better position. It was a bit of a strange race all in all, one way or another, but it ran well when 5th of 8 behind Stormcatcher. I think They Don't Know it is something to bet on each way. I really do. And now I've seen the price 8 to 1. That's fantastic. That's with Bet365. They're paying 3. Sky Bet are paying 4 on that. And that's not bad value at all. Number 3, They Don't Know. Each way, 250 at Lingfield Park. That so far, having seen 8 to 1s, the better than 4. I mean, I like all them other 3, but knowing that that's 8 to 1, They Don't Know, that looks terrific value. It really does. V for value bet, without a doubt. They Don't Know, 250 Lingfield each way, over the mile. There won't be a problem on the trip. And Darryl Holland's having a great year, as I say, in his virgin year as a trainer. He's going great guns, Darryl. He's a great guy, Darryl. Trained Bluebell's Joy to win on the 19th already. So he's having winners all over the place. The only year he's had 17 winners. He hasn't had too many runners. He's travelling at 10%. And I think number 3, They Don't Know, is one to be on. And that will do me there each way. No question about that. That's the 4th bet there. And there we go. Good luck for Darryl Holland having another winner there, number 18 of the year. Now, let's go to Ayr, shall we, for 2 horses up there in Bonnie, Scotland, which could do us proud for Hogmanay, as it's just round the corner as well. The Jules Holland Hootenanny. I love that programme, the Hootenanny. That's great. And I saw Roy Wood and Wizard on there. It was unbelievable about 4 years ago. It was amazing. Wish it could be Christmas every day. And marvellous performance by Roy Wood. He walked on, and I think everyone thought it was just going to be rubbish, because he's, a larger-than-life character, and could he do it live? And I think Jules Holland was a bit concerned as well, but as soon as he come to microphone, it was like unbelievable. Jules quickly sat down and just, wow, like any true professional, they just outperform anything when they're live. It's when they're live that they come alive, literally. And that was a great performance by Roy Wood. Without his wizard, just with Roy Wood. Incredible act. With a big band as well. Great big band. Wonderful. So I don't know who's on Hootenanny this year, but I do like that programme. And if I can ever remember it, that's the trouble, isn't it? When it strikes midnight, can you remember who's on? You're not quite sure, are you? And I can't be bothered to watch it again the next day. Can't be bothered to do much the next day, but I have to do much the next day because there's racing, so that's not quite right. I am actually very, very disciplined, seriously, very disciplined, and you've got to be disciplined, and I don't think I've ever had a day off. I don't think I've ever took a day off from the channel, and I don't think I've ever took a day off from racing, and it's the love of my life, and it's been with me all my life, and it's looked after me, and I've looked after it, and I've done all I can for as many people as I can in the racing industry, including horses as well. Now, let's talk business. 12.30 at Ayr. Now, I haven't got a price on this, but I really am all over this one like a rash. And it's called Oot Ma Way. Oot Ma Way. Trained by Ia Jardine. It's number 7 on your card. Oot Ma Way. It goes in the 12.30 at Ayr. Oot Ma Way. Trained by Ian Jardine and ridden by Lady Jockey, who's a real good jockey. This trainer, Ian Jardine, I've had some big touches with him, I can tell you. I really have had some big winners with him, and he knows the thing or two at that time of day. I think that he's actually got Len Lungo's old stable. Yeah, I had a horse on the 29th of November called Never Dark with him, and it was 7 to 1, backed into 7 to 2, and it won at Wolverhampton. It was part of that 250 to 1 treble I've told you about. And Ian Jardine, I think he's took Len Lungo's yard off up in it's overlooking the Solway Firth, right up in the northern. It's up Cumbria way. I'm making a mess of this, isn't I? But basically, I used to have horses with Len Lungo, and he was a great trainer. He was Len, great. I tell you what, he was great at selling horses, because he sold me too. But he was great at it. And him and Barbara, Len and Barbara up there, and overlook. I can't remember the place where they Carrutherstown. There we go, Carrutherstown. That's where it was. Huge thing he built. Big bungalow and training establishment. Robbie Supple used to ride for him. Yeah, that was it. Great. Len Lungo. Not seen him or spoke to him for years. He used to own snooker halls in Scotland, I think. Yeah. And he used to ride for Martin Pipe. That's the true story as well. Number 7, anyway, let's hope we can train a winner at ER Jardine, which comes from the same establishment. Oot Mat Way. Like it a lot. I'm all over it. It's ridden by Emma Smith Chaston. She's a good jockess or a good jockey, whatever you're going to say to be politically correct. She's a good jockey, that's for sure. Emma Smith Chaston. She has 17 winners from 99 rides. That's 17%. That's as good as you get, to be honest with you. And I think she can have another winner here, bless her. Number 7, it's called Oot My Way for Emma Smith Chaston. And I'm very keen on this horse. It's a 4-year-old. It's getting the allowances. And in this 9-horse race, looks something to bet on each way. I've got no price for that horse, but I am going to look once more because, as I put this message on slightly early before the bookies have got themselves organised. No, that's still not up. Honestly, that's still not up. Time of broadcasting about 4 o'clock. It's not up, but I'm going for it anyway. So you'll have to check the price on that one. Each way, number 7, Oot My Way, 12.30 at Ayr, and another one at Ayr which is not yet up on the betting exchanges, etc., on the odds checkers, is running in the last race, the 3.30 at Ayr. And this is on a horse I'm very sweet on indeed as well. It's in the 3.30 at Ayr. The horse concerned is number 8. It's called Warrior's Story. Number 8, Warrior's Story. Very keen on it indeed. Number 8, Warrior's Story. I think it's got a very big chance indeed. It's ridden by Bruce Lynn, who claims a valuable £3. He always rides it. It was actually claiming £5 last time he rode it. But it's got a great handicap mark, I think, of a mark of 92. They put a tongue tie on for the first time, and I think that could make the difference. And number 8, Warrior's Story, should be 7 to 1, 8 to 1 or something like that. You know, it's a tricky little handicap on paper, but I think it's a cracking price each way, 7 to 1. Let me run through them again. By the way, if you want to write to Anne, you can write to Peter's. The best thing to do is to write at help@petersracingtips.com. That's help@petersracingtips.com, because that goes straight to her. help@petersracingtips.com. That's to write to Anne if you want to say anything, hello, happy Christmas, or whatever, if you just want a chinwag. help@petersracingtips.com. We'll get you directly to Anne. Molly is on the move. She's down here, so she's got to be careful not to go downstairs on her own. She's got the yellow card about doing that about 200 times, I think. Seriously, she's on the shake, rattle and roll here. She gets me all, you can see what I get like, you know, Sharon! I get a bit like that, you know, when she's on the move, because I'm so protective of her. But let me run through the horses again. It's John Kirk up in the 5 o'clock at Southall. Tiny bit of a bad draw, but I'm going to go up. It's 10 to 1. I've got to go with it. I've been waiting for it to run. It's going to run tomorrow, and I think it can win. Lunar Magic, 5.30 at Southall for Archie Watson. Big price, 12 to 1. Got a cracking chance at that. The Codebreaker, 7 o'clock at Southall. Each way at Tom Mix, 6 to 1. They Don't Know for Darrell Holland, the Dazzler. 8 to 1 is absolutely massive in the 250 at Lingfield. That's a great price, it really is. Oot My Way says it all, doesn't it? 12.30 at Ayr. The Hoot Nanny, Oot My Way. That would be great, wouldn't it? I think it's got a great chance for Emma Chaston. And number 8, Warrior's Story in the 3.30 at Ayr is about a 7 to 1 poke for Brucey Lynn. Brucey bonus. There we go. Right, nice to see you. There, so we've had a few impressions as well, haven't we? I'm going to do my impressions one day. I am going to sit on here and bore you to tears and do about a 7-8 minute impressionist show, and we'll have a laugh, eh? We'll have a laugh. I'll even impersonate being a tipster. Hey, how about that? Seriously, it's been a cracking month. We've had a cracking set of winners, some huge price winners. I'm not going to go through them all. You know how many there's been. I want to say thanks for your company, thanks for your love, thanks for the words, thanks for your support, thanks for everything. Have an amazing Crimbo. Have a wonderful time. Wonderful time. If you're down in the dumps, don't, because I'm going to come back in the next couple of days and cheer you up and have a bit of fun with you as well. I'm not going to leave you till Christmas Day. I'm going to come back, even if there's no racing, I'm going to come and have a chat with you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a little bit of a chinwag with you, and we'll have a little chat about who knows what. And in the meantime, if you want to write in, write to help@petersracingtips.com, and that will supersede anything and come straight to the office to Anne's lovely laptop, as they say. And that's it. So I want to say thanks a million. I don't know what you're doing this Christmas, whether you're with friends, family, or even if you're on your own, bless you. It's not too long. You won't be too long on your own, and I'll do my best to keep you company. And in the meantime, that's me, Vimto. That's it, Vimto. It's come down to that, Vimto. Hey, listen, means everything to me to have this channel with you. Love you lots. Take care of yourselves. And good luck tomorrow, whatever you're doing with your bets with me. John Kirkup, Luna Magic, Co-Breaker, They Don't Know, Oot My Way, and Warrior Story. Let's hope we have a big one, eh? Let's hope we have a big one. It's been a great month. It's wonderful to be with you. It's going to be a brilliant year next year, but we've still got a long way to go before then. We've got, we've got Christmas, Boxing Day, and the New Year's Eve. We've got lots of racing yet. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and remember, you matter. Okay? Take care.